Well, like I said, I'm going to try to buy some plants every week. This week, I also wanted to get some starter plants going. They were pretty pricey, really, for what I got. But I'd already tried seeds and I had a total failure. So we decided to, since it's getting so late, we're already at the sort of towards the end of May already. So I bought one thing that I do like to eat and I've grown in the past, and it grows great in the garden. And so that was okra. And I do like okra if I cook it myself, and it doesn't, isn't cooked too long. So I got this okra plant. It technically had two starters in here. One's damaged. So hopefully that will be a great little added to my garden. Next one, I've never grown pumpkins before. This says pumpkin wee be little. And that's fine with me because I don't have a lot of space. But the grandkids were wanting pumpkins, and since the oldest one's only 5, wee little pumpkins should be just fine for them. And it's just one little pumpkin plant. So we will be happy with that. Now, the great grandkids were wanting watermelons. And I don't know, this is a black diamond, don't know how big it is. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of seeds in it, and that's what I was looking for. So, never grown a black diamond, so we'll see. So this is what I got this week for starter plants. I will probably start getting something every week or every other week. And I'm going to get a package of seeds also. I want this garden to be full and productive, a small space, but you can plant a lot in a small space. But I also want a lot of color, so there's going to be a lot of flowers. I want to confuse the bugs as much as possible and mix my flowers and my vegetables together. And this is my cottage garden, and we'll see how it's going to look in a few more months. The tomatoes are all doing great. And as you can see by the way this video is going, I will not have to buy any more tomato plants at all. I have plenty already. So we will see what else I can find. And I do have seeds in the house, and I may try to grow more seeds that I already have, but some of them are old, they may not do anything. But I look at it this way, well, I can try them out in the garden, or I can throw them in the trash. Let's throw them out in the garden, and maybe there's a live one in the bunch. So, hope you're going to enjoy the garden tour today. Next week, when we have our update, you will see these plants in the ground and where I put them. So, don't forget, if you want to see what I'm doing, don't forget my garden tour every single week. Now, let's see what Grandma's garden's looking like now. First blackberry I have found in the garden. Oh my gosh. We have something to pick and eat. My first blackberry to eat. Yum, yum. Can't wait to pop it in my mouth. Super good. Yummy. Can't beat anything homegrown. Thank you so much for stopping by. Now let's see what else Grandma has growing in her garden. Well, the garden is really starting to go now. My tomato, since last week, looks like it's doubled in size. My cantaloupe still isn't getting too big, but at least it looks healthy. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I have a lot of things growing in here that are coming up. Can't wait to see what I have. Of course, I can tell I have California poppies, and they're all about. But there's some other ones that I'm not quite sure what I have. But as you can see, my cantaloupe is doing very well. Something's been eating on one of the leaves, but I hate using pesticides, so I guess I'm going to have to just share. Still trying to get the yard cleaned up, have a lot more cleaning to do, but we're working on it. This tomato plant has grown another foot, I think, in the last week. It's got baby flowers all over, so that means tomatoes are coming next. My red pepper is doing really good. No complaints at all. It's starting to really grow now. And I don't know if those are flower buds or what. What does it look like to you? Leave me a comment. I'm not really a great gardener. And we do have a few baby carrots, I think, in here. See? Carrots! I'm so happy. More baby carrots, and my yellow pepper is coming right along too. And of course, oh my gosh, look, tomatoes on my tomato plant. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to have so many tomatoes. I better get busy and start thinking about a lot of salsa. Everything is going really good in here. My carrots are doing pretty good. Still don't have too many that germinated and came up. I did throw a few more seeds in here, and I have some more carrots coming, so we'll have to see. Probably going to end up throwing something else in here, maybe some radishes or something. And anyway, there's life in this container after all. And we have more carrots coming up here. And this tomato plant is really going crazy. It grew another foot, I think, since last week. I'm going to have to do some more propping up. This tomato is getting so big. Now, it's not producing a ton of tomatoes. I do have a lot of flowers, so we may get a lot on here. I do have quite a few tomatoes that are starting to ripen up here at the bottom, as you can see. So we can probably start picking some this coming week, it looks like. This one actually produced the earliest tomatoes, because I've already picked some tomatoes off of this one and we've already eaten them. So I am happy about that. Sad to see my flower has bloomed and went away. Should have got out here and took more pictures of it sooner. Oh well. That happens when you don't come out every day checking things out. Looks like I need to do some trimming out here though. The zucchini plant, I'm not exaggerating, has probably almost doubled in size in the last week and a half or 2 weeks. It wasn't small a week and a half ago, but now it's really big. And let's move in and see if we see any chances of fruit. No, I don't see any flowers. I don't see anything at all. But I do have, well, maybe we do have some buds coming over. Let me see if I can get in here. Maybe that is some buds. It's hard to take pictures. But we maybe get some zucchini pretty soon. So we're moving right along here. No complaints. The garden is starting to go. This tomato plant, I need to trim a little bit of dead stuff off of it, but it's producing lots and lots of tomatoes. But I am getting a little concerned that I'm getting a lot of little dead things on it. I don't know why that is. The soil is plenty moist enough, so it's getting water, but maybe there's some other problem. I don't know. But this tomato plant never has gotten very big, really, considering how big its neighbor is. But it's still alive. We're not going to worry. We'll see how it goes. My Swiss chard is still doing pretty good, but it'll probably start doing a little worse. It's starting to heat up. Probably have to pull it out pretty soon. Hopefully it's going to cast off some wonderful seeds for next year. Look at my blackberries. They're blooming everywhere. And as you can see, I have one of my daylilies blooming also now. Oh my, isn't it beautiful? But look at all my blackberries. Oh my gosh. I can come out here and pick something to eat pretty soon, every day. Look at all the beautiful flowers cascading down. Who says you can't have a fruit garden that looks beautiful? All these flowers are blackberries. Oh my, I do love it. And we have more over here. And this is another one of my goldenberry plants that reseeded itself. And we'll have to come in here and do some picking. It's doing pretty good. I was worried because it's in a container. But by the time I realized that I had this thing growing in the container, it was so big, I just knew if I pulled it out, it'd probably kill it. So we'll see how it does in a container. It's a big container, but still it's a container. Well, what do you think? How is Grandma's garden growing? I think it's growing pretty good for a small garden right in town. And all the beautiful berries Grandma's going to have soon.